extent of accepting to murder is part of them. You read the video. I can't say you murder him. Take the offer. Let's see what happens from there. That's his own thinking. And that's my own thinking too, personally. Because I'm thinking that Yomi is thinking that, okay, you're fine. You just say it, go ahead. You sign it, go ahead. You accept it, go ahead. Let's see the judge. Let's have a look at that judge. He's going to set you free for 3 months, as Abano said. They give you 3 months. 3 months for what? Access to murder, obstruction of justice, a lot of charges, which we cannot even mention here. A lawyer will give you a lot of charges for it.
So that, let me just add this. You see, even at that, these two guys that we're talking about, Damola and Adura, were present in that house when Mohbad died. Were present in that house when they took Mohbad to the hospital. One of them was in the car when they were shouting Mohbad. So they know, both of them know everything, and even either of them that answered the phone at a point in time concealed that information. So there's no way they're going to...
And somebody is saying he's going to get 3 months.
That's not possible.
I just told you now.
There are more.
We need to talk. Because he will not allow you to talk.
Salaki, please wait. Okay. I was only just focusing on, before Yomi has said that he's no more, it's not like, Yomi told Adura that Adebin, he wanted to punish Adura, that he will petition Adura for the attempting to swindle him, okay, which Yomi has the right. That makes Yomi a complainant, you know. Then, if Damola now showed up that I was the one who attempted to defraud you, Damola is in trouble, right? But I'm saying that what we all, like the reason why we are all here is for what killed Mohbad. That one is up to Yomi, it's at Yomi's discretion. Now, we don't know the punishment. It could be fining, it could be 3 months imprisonment, it could be anything. Okay, I've not checked it. We don't know that. But I don't think that is the reason why we are here. But I think that one is to punish them differently. So you understand, so like it's to punish them, just to punish them. I mean, just to, if you want to wicked them, you know, one for Damola to even come out and insult Yomi. Damola don't know what is against him, what's coming from him. Because Yomi have a case of you trying to swindle him. That one is under Yomi's discretion to pursue it or not. Adura is already pursuing his own impersonation. So I said the only 2 things that I see in this case right now is attempting to swindle, to defraud Yomi, and also impersonating Adura, which is impersonation. Aside from these 2, which is personal, it is up to Adura to follow that case. It is up to Yomi to follow that case. But the one that we all are spending our money for, the one that all of us are in for here, is what killed Mohbad, right? The one that we should be protesting for is getting evidence of what killed Mohbad, right?
Exactly, yeah.
Exactly. So now, that one, right? Expander.
Yeah, correct.
Exactly. So that one, that's what I'm looking. I'm looking at ways which we can, how we can approach that one. And that's why I say that if that one is the case, I don't think right now maybe rallying is the next thing on the line.
For now, yeah.
Exactly. So, and I've been saying that, I mean, for over some weeks now, but thank God that finally we're on the same chapter. The offense of Damola is serious. Damola is going to be in trouble. Damola must beg Yomi. Okay? Damola must tell Yomi the truth. Damola doesn't tell Yomi the truth. Yomi has the right to go on with that case to see that Damola suffer for trying to defraud him. See, the law has it. There's a law of trying to defraud. In fact, should I go and check? Let me go and read the law. Trying to defraud somebody. Do we need it or let's move on?
It's not dealing with move on.
You see,
it's not dealing with defrauding for now. Defrauding is part of it, but it's not dealing with defrauding.
No, I know. I'm talking about punishment. You know, those guys are so annoying. Sometimes somebody just want to punish them. You know, if Damola tells Yomi the truth, then Yomi may consider, okay, I don't want you to be in problem. I only want the real person to be in problem, right? But for Damola coming out to insulting Yomi Fabi, if Damola know what is on him, he doesn't have to be insulting Yomi Fabi. He should be begging and he should be telling Yomi the truth that Yomi, this is not me, it's someone else that messaged you. I'm only taking it from him.
You see, Papayano, what you just said now is what Yomi has said to him that look, whichever way you admitted, yeah, when we get to court, you will be unable to prove it that you were the one that chatted. Because from 4 o'clock till around 8 o'clock, thereabout, you are logging in and out, chatting, logging in and out. So definitely, even if you are using Adura's handle, Adura knows you will be getting messages. So there's no way, but for lying, Damola will get the heavy punishment.
So let me read the law, the law and the position of Damola.
And Adura will still come back.
No. Adura will. But that's what is problem. Adura cannot come into this case until police are able to prove that that video has to do with what killed Mohbad. Okay, then it was concealed. You have to. The charge against Adura is going to be like you concealed an evidence of how Mohbad died. So they must be able to show that it was an evidence of how Mohbad died. Then for him to have shown that video, all this side is in trouble.
Can I ask you a question?
So you understand? But without proving that it has to do with what killed Mohbad, it's not an evidence.
Let me tell you something.
Can I ask you a question?
Let me read the law. Let me read that 409 law.
Just one question, please, if you don't mind.
So now, all of us, okay, let's get you for this.
For me, I believe police they are still doing investigation.
This way. In the Criminal Act of Nigerian Criminal Law, Section 419, otherwise Section 419. So it even match with the deceiving. So we have a law section, that is called 419. I never know this. So now, in the Nigerian law, Section 419 says any person who, by false pretense, attempted fraud or any act intended to deceive for financial gain can lead to imprisonment ranging from 7 to 20 years, depending on the severity of the offense. And the applicable law, such as the Criminal Code Act or any advance fee, fraud and other fraud-related offenses act applied. So Damola is under Yomi's mercy. Okay, but for him coming to do all those things that he did on Yomi, he has crossed his red line. Right? The insult he insulted Yomi on his Instagram was too much, and it's up to Yomi right now to pursue this case. There's a case of impersonation of Adura. That one is not, let me see. Impersonation, how many law imprisonment? Punishment for impersonation. Nigerian criminal law. Now, let me see what law. Okay. Okay, now in Nigeria, in the Nigerian law, impersonation is a criminal offense with punishment varying based on the specifics of the case, but typically involving imprisonment, fines, or both, with a maximum imprisonment term for 3 years for general impersonation and up to 14 years if his intent was to obtain a property. In this case, Damola wanted to obtain a property. That's money. 14 years plus 20 years. Yo, don't
By the time he comes out, he will be 40 something or 50 years old.
Now, from what Abano read, sorry, just 1 minute.
Okay.
Explain. From what Mario just read now, I think I'm trying to reason with it again. Now, let's accept that this guy is ready to be formed. From what he just read now, he can go to any length. And if police really want to go in that direction, that's the end of the story. They don't want to look at the video, they don't want to even check anything, they are not bothered. If you look at it now, he is trying to commit fraud. And there is nothing in that video, and there is nothing has to do with anything 3 seconds. And he said, sorry, I'm just trying to make money. And the police is not ready to dip into it. So it's now between him and Yomi for trying to defraud him. Are you getting what I'm saying?
I can get your point, but there is no way at this point, or at the end of the day, there's no way police will say everything is irrelevant. Okay?
That's our problem now.
There's no way police will even say that. That's what I'm saying. There's no how police will say all of those things are not, they are irrelevant. There's no way they can go that route.
You're right, Espanda. And exactly what I've been thinking. The last time I came on here, I said there is a script being acted on the side of the family of Mohbad. And so a lot of people are coming here doing all manners of analysis and giving reported statements, saying this, saying that. All these things are not the way out. There are powerful forces around this thing because it's quite very obvious that something went wrong with this guy before he died. And so I don't know why this thing is. We kept on moving from one story to the other. This is how the whole thing happened. The truth is, they are not ready to say the truth. And so the only 2 things I will say. Number one, on the side of Yomi is on the right path because holding Damola is a good move. Holding Adura one way or the other, maybe indirectly, is also a good move. But the truth is, if you are saying at the end of the day, Yomi will not be able to hold, maybe when they get the court, it will be a case of defrauding or demand. On what context? And that's what I'm asking. You can't get, the judge is not a fool. And even if there's a lawyer there, even if the judge is trying to look away, the judge will pull the lawyer, the lawyers on the side of Yomi, we bring in, we call the judge in. That this is what it is on this contest. On what contest is it trying to defraud Yomi?
Your lawyer doesn't have any business in that court.
You say what?
Your main lawyer doesn't have any business in that court.
I thought, okay, now let's be realistic. Even if Yomi is being brought in as a witness,
against Damola.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Even if Yomi is like a witness on this case, the judge, the judge himself.
Yomi can be Yomi can be a witness.
At this point, Yomi is no longer a witness.
No. Expand that, please.
Okay.
Point. Okay. Yomi can be a witness and a complainant. The only place where Yomi is a complainant, yes, they are tempted to swindle. Okay, and I want him to be punished. Please wait. And I want him to be punished for the attempt to swindle me. That is a new petition.
Okay.
Charge Damola. This attempt to swindle Yomi. Damola that is in court case right now is impersonation of Adura. There's no way they will talk about impersonation of Adura. But Yomi will not come as a witness.
Thank you. Now I want you to also.
Please don't just let me just look at it.
Okay.
So this petition is not a civil case. It's a complaint to the police. The police will charge the person or the deputy will charge the person. However, the person is charged to court on what offense? The two offenses I see right now. The first offense is attempted to swindle.
Okay.
The third offense is impersonation for Adura. And the third offense, which is yet to be determined, is tampering with evidence, which police have to prove that it is an evidence in the homicide case. And if that is proven, Adura will go down for concealing, Damola will go down for tampering, for deleting it.
Okay, Paparano, thank you for that details. Now, I want you to also take it this way. Mr. Solake and Expander here, I really enjoyed the way they actually analyzed this issue. And I love, at least to some extent, it's giving me little hope, like a bit of hope on this matter. There is no way they are going to bring Damola, take Damola to court. That is not going to be on this context of Mohbad, the killing of Mohbad. There is no way. And even if you say it might not be leading anywhere else.
But it's not going to be. The only way it can be, police must investigate that video and see that video has to do with what killed Mohbad. Then a new will be on Wunmi or Adura, on the people that were in the video who killed Mohbad and the people that keep the video for all this time. So the case in court is not the case of what killed Mohbad. That's what I was saying.
I understand, but at the same time,
police must be able to get the 10-minute video and then see that 10-minute video is exactly that message how we may push Mohbad. If that time that case of killing Mohbad is not going to court, it's only a case of
fantastic. Good, Papariano. I understand you, at least to some extent, but I'm not totally agreeing with you on that. But the truth is, if Expander was talking about the issue of Damola going to that, Yomi is actually looking at it in. Okay, I think it's Solake that was saying it, that Yomi is actually waiting for him, that how far can he go on this matter? I think it was Solake that was saying it. So in this issue, you see, even if he's going to take this matter, thank God we were talking about the how many years he's going to take. Guy is going to face. They are going to sentence him. So that wait, I think by now, going forward, let the matter start. That's what I know. It's a good move. That's why I said it's a good move. Let the matter start and let's see how far he can go on this matter. And don't also forget, I think Expander said it, don't also forget, these two guys, Adura and Damola, were present at that scene.
Let's see how far you can go. Let's see.
They were present at that scene. So even if it's just that Damola is going to be held responsible, he was present in that scene. And then the truth is, I know something very certain. And that's what I want to also enjoy all you by the likes of Papariano and those who are actually seeking the justice truly. I need you to press on. I need you to press more on this black app. Talk on other social medias, post it, RPGs on other social media, post it there. Even if there are powerful forces working against, the government of today is going to change one day.
I told you made them like
so it's going to change one day. If they are shielding them, it's just a matter of time.
Therefore, give me 1 minute. Papa, let me ask this question as well. Aside from the content of the video, What about the content of the chat? Do you think it can be discarded?
Yeah, the chat cannot be. That's why we're discussing on this platform. We're talking about the mistake of Yomi. Imagine I just see kids stopping the set. The mistake of Yomi. Yeah, was pushing the video. He was focusing on the video. Instead of to focus on the chat. Now that we have seen the video, now we'll go back to the chat.
The video?
Now, yes, I'm the one that is answering now. I mean, unless you want to take it from me. So, they don't know what they're talking about. Yomi was doing the right thing. He was well guided. He was pushing his case, which was obvious to him. What was obvious? You send a confession. You confessed to Yomi. And in that process, you send him a portion of the video that proves your confession. And Yomi believed in it. Yomi was treating both of them together. You will always hear Yomi talking about a confession was made to me. Okay? And I was promised that this video will be sent to me in the excess of 3 million. So I want an investigation into that video. Yomi was doing the right thing. So now, what is the wrong thing? Is for anybody to focus on only the text. Or to focus, the main thing is to focus on the video. The video, even without the text, the video can speak for itself. If we bring 10 minutes video right now, we see Mohbad, the same hairstyle, wearing the same clothes that he went to the show. We don't even need someone to tell us how we push Mohbad. We will see it clearly. We will tell what happened. Okay? But the message is not an evidence until what the law says. The law says whatsoever confession or message anybody has, it becomes an evidence if the person can boldly, uncoerced, uninfluenced, say it before an oath. That, for example, let's say Damola right now is in the police station before the authority of the law, which is the oath, okay? Before the authority of the law or before the court. If Damola is saying it that I know how we push Mohbad, that message of Yomi, I am confirming it is real. Then anytime that they need such case, then now police will invite Wunmi. When they invite Wunmi, they will arrest Wunmi, and Damola will be their witness. Because they don't have CCTV camera. Now Damola is the one who is indicting, Damola confession is indicting Wunmi. They will say, Damola will say, I know, Damola will accuse Wunmi, you push Mohbad. The same thing Adura could have said or anybody. You push Mohbad to his death. Okay? I message Yomi, I am here before this court to confirm that Wunmi, you did it, and this is how you did it. So Damola will be police evidence or witness to the fact that Wunmi pushed Mohbad, with or without the video. But right now, is Damola ready to come and say that police, truly, Wunmi pushed Mohbad? Damola is not ready to do that. Do you understand? So that was only the first, it was a decoy. It was a means of Damola trying to sell out this video to Yomi. So the only person, the 3 people that have the right to sue Yomi, to sue Damola in this case, including Damola did all of this. Yomi can sue Damola for an attempt to defraud him. Adura can sue Damola for impersonation. Wunmi can sue Damola for bearing false witness against her. So you get Spanda.
Yeah, that's right. But now,
but you cannot depend on that message unless somebody came to claim it that I said this.
And I witnessed it.
Yeah. Or just like I said, it's going to open a can of worm at the long run. So there is nothing. See, let him go ahead. Either he's going to say the truth or not. Let him go ahead. It's just a matter of time.
Yeah, because now people that said that they've seen the 10-minute video and they saw that if it's true, because we don't know how true that is, that they saw Wunmi with a knife. So now, if that video is presented, won't he open like an investigation, like a room for more investigation? against Wunmi because her holding a weapon and saying if Mohbad come anywhere close to her, she's going to stab him. Isn't that, and this was like, according to them, they say it was 3 years video. That was like a year before Mohbad died. So if she was violent towards Mohbad a year before he died, you know, at least an investigation should be carried on against her. That's just what I wanted to ask.
What happened here is this one. If any 10-minute video comes out today and it shows Wunmi carrying a knife, threatening either Mohbad or somebody, even if it doesn't have to do with what killed Mohbad right now, she'll be punished for that. Just like Samilaris assault Mohbad. She'll be punished for either attempted, threatening someone's life or attempted to murder somebody. It's a big problem. That's why they are not bringing another video. If that video will show Wunmi with any deadly weapon, one, it will establish that she has the intent, she has such intent, that she has that capability to kill. Okay, she has the capacity, the capability to commit a murder offense. Then now, that will bring police back to this murder case. They will investigate this murder case more deeply. But whether they find her guilty of this particular murder case or not, she will be punished for whatever they see. She will not get away with that. Even if yes, she will go down for that one. That's why this 3 seconds video or 10-minute video is very disturbing.
Yeah, it's very germane. You see, that 3 seconds video, I dare police to bring the full version of it. And that is why they were unable. That was why the former CP of Lagos State could not even release that video or that phone to anyone, despite it was transferred then.
Which of the
two? The commissioner of police then, the one that was transferred.
Let's be guided. The phone that was with Adura, the phone that Damola bought has always been with Adura, right?
No. The phone that Damola bought, when they took them to Panti, and when Yomi was asking them that, where is the video? Where is the phone? And the police said to him categorically that we were not concerned about that. What we were concerned about is the impersonation stuff. But then they had the phone with them. Okay?
No, please wait. The phone that Adura sold to Damola last year, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. That phone was in the use of Adura, right? It was in Adura. Adura was using the phone.
No, Adura was using it before he sold it to Damola.
Yes, so as of last year, the phone was in the hand of Adura, not in the hands of...
Exactly, not Damola, exactly.
Yeah, so that phone, that phone that Adura sold to Damola, the phone was not with the police, right?
It's with the police.
No, you get the police, when I say was, before December, before Adura sold the phone to Damola, that Damola was arrested, then police took it. Before this 3 seconds shenanigan, the phone was with Adura, right?
Yeah.
Yes, it was Adura. So it means the police investigators that were investigating 2023, they didn't take the phone.
What we were told, let me. I get what you're trying to say, but what we were told that Adura sold the phone to Damola during that chatting period. Yeah, the phone is still with Damola, and when Damola was arrested at Ogombo and was taken to Panti, that was when the phone was concealed by police.
No, let me explain to you. What Paparina is saying is that when Mohbad died, police were saying that, they collected their phones. So does it mean that they never collected that phone from Adura? Because if they
didn't collect that because that was Adura's phone then.
Yeah.
That phone has been with Adura. That was not collected.
Now you understand. If they didn't collect it then,
yeah.
What do you mean by police that the former CP concealed like the phone?
Yeah, when Damola was taken from Ogombo to Panti, yeah, the CP that we had in Lagos State then was still there, not this new one.
No. It's not another place.
Yes.
The guy that place.
No, I know what I'm saying.
Wait, please. There have been three. Wait now. There have been 3 CP since Mohbad died. The CP of the time was Idowa. Okay, Idowa was.
I'm not talking about that one.
Wait now. Then FIR3 came. FIR3, and then Damola shoot. Which scenario are you talking about?
I'm talking about FIR3. Because FIR3 was the one that was transferred from Lagos. And FIR3 was the one that was there when the issue of this impersonation and 3 seconds video happened. It was him. So that phone was seized from Damola at Panti. And when Yomi went to AIG Zone 2 to go and report, according to Yomi, he said he complained about everything and the phone in Panti, and AIG asked for the phone in Panti. It was not released to them. AIG now sent one of his men to that department that was holding the phone, that it should be released. And that one now said to AIG that he saw his memo and he has treated that memo, he has sent it to the office of the CP. But it's the CP that is holding, that is waiting. He is waiting for CP's command to say, okay, release it or not. And in front of Yomi now said the AIG called the CP then to say they talk about some other things, and they asked him that about this phone, blah blah blah, I want it to be brought to my, and he said okay, that will be done, yet it was not. So if there was nothing in this phone, Damola was just lying that it's been deleted. It's not. Everything is still in that phone. And if nothing on that 10 minutes or 3 seconds video,
that it's impossible for the CP to disobey the AIG. So if he said I will send it, then he has to send it.
Don't say it's impossible, because whoever that is what is called instructing the CP, whoever that is instructing the CP must have been decision to
that I need something on my table, and then somebody will not send it. Who goes there?
No. It happens a lot in Nigeria.
For me, in my opinion, I think that maybe it's like an officer in Zone 2, not the AA and the IG himself. That was
listen. This is not for us to think. It's not about thinking. Okay, this is what happened, and someone related. If that did not happen, police are on this app. They will have done something. So they knew what was going on. It wasn't thinking. We should not think about it. It happened.
Can I say this and know peace personally? And if you guys don't want to know peace, but what I want to say now is my own peace, and I will take it on board. Either you guys like it or not. If you want to take it, good. If you don't want, all the best. The peace is this. Damola has accepted everything that has to do with it. In front of the police station, police officer signed it and sealed. Either they decide to investigate it or not, it's going to be taken to court for impersonation. Through the impersonation, this thing will come out. You have the video, you deleted it, you conceal evidence that's accessory to murder. A lot of charges have to be read.
Normally, police would if they cannot recover that video, police should charge Damola with evidence.
Exactly.
Understand? For tampering murder evidence, even if police cannot recover it, because now they will be. This is a prosecution. Why did you delete it if it has nothing to do with the murder?
That's why the protest has to be sitting on. That's why we have the protest now. Now, if police didn't go that route, that's when we want to cry out. Now, fine, you cannot, because I don't expect anybody to recover that video. It's the only police can do it.
The trap don't catch Damola. Trap that could have catch Wunmi don't catch Damola.
Yeah. Definitely.
Of course.
That's what I know, and that's my own piece.
You see, God is so wonderful. Despite they tried to destroy the CCTV, the 3 seconds video still brought the.
I'm going along with that. No matter what happens, you have confessed that you regret it. Where is it? Where is the phone? Where is the 2 second video? We need to see it. Fine. Police said, we are not ready to do it. We are acting police. Fine. Yomi cannot go to criminal court, cannot go to any court. He can only complain to the police. And it's the police that will have to take it to the court. So where do we go from here? We are fixed. There's nowhere we want to go. We only cry to the police to do it for us.
I have a question, please. I have a question to expand that. Sorry, Mr. Solanke. I want to ask a question.
Make a answer now. So you talk about the get job. I dey wait for us small before. Papa, I get one video I play for you, like 2 minutes video about this guy lifestyle. Yesterday, the question when coffee house can. But really, the question not clear for me saying I lie, but I realize say when we talk about this issue where there is any way they would got to invite this guy back for where he did, because the way they defend this issue, be like say he know a lot for this mobile case very well. Make I on my camera and I'll see the body movement and everything, and I'll plan for you. See here the question.
Yeah, no way of what to talk about it. Let's just handle it together again before we move on.
Okay.
But it was what we saw. Now in that video, lifestyle in that video we saw that guy that shouted Mohbad is dead, and we saw their head swollen. We saw Wunmi's head swollen. What happened? Why were the heads swollen? You know, ṣẹlẹ̀ sí wọn. Ṣé wọ́n jà ní? Ṣé wọ́n bá wọn ní gbòòrò?
You said you saw the head swollen.
No, we saw it in the video the video we saw. When Mohbad was.
Can you say the
video when Mohbad was buried at the grave site, we saw Wunmi's head. We saw those boys' heads also swollen.
So, you saw the boy's head swollen. You saw whose head swollen again?
That guy that I called OG JPEG, that you said he was not OG.
Okay, OG's head was swollen. You got to answer question.
Yes.
Okay, now, see, let me clarify something here.
No. She's saying, like that, she didn't say OG. She said the other person that she mistook for OG, not OG. But the person she mistook for OG, yes.
Adi West. I don't know about Adi West head, but for OG's head too was swollen. Well, see, TikTok and a lot of misconception about things. The reason why OG's head was swollen was on that day when they were burying him. Then I don't know, say they don't allow Ikorodu boys not even like they're not really see they love this boy past us because now they're like he's everybody's brother. You understand? So OG was trying to go forward, make it just go there for the one of them wipe him. I don't know, maybe a wipe and stick for head or something like that. You know how everybody was angry. That's that. So when you see his head swollen, might be from that. You understand?
What about Wunmi? Did they beat Wunmi also?
They are talking about someone's. That's where you go there. They say someone head was swollen.
Yeah. They said that that's Mohbad dead.
Someone head was swollen before Mohbad was buried. And now you are talking about someone head who was swollen after Mohbad was buried. Because you according to you now, it was in the burial that they wiped the guy's stick, possibly, right?
But we are not talking about burial. We are talking about in the car before they even think of burying Mohbad. The head was already swollen. So now, what do you want to tell us could have been?
And aside from that, he is being corrected that it was the guy that was took for
instead of OG, yeah.
Instead of OG, Adewest. He isn't talking about that Adewest.
How old is this guy? Everybody know lifestyle age. How old is lifestyle?
They are all the same age. It's like 21, 23. All of them are same.
26 thereabouts, so
yeah,
they're less than 30.
I may say that maybe their age is also part of. There is maybe I know that I believe something bad happened to Mohbad, but the age of this guy is also affecting their composure.
Where are all the things about?
What? Their composure. Like now, his body language, that one wasn't telling me anything. His body language, he was just tired that. Come, coffee, just ask whatever you want to ask.
Because of, yes. Because he later insulted her.
Yeah, it's not because whether of crime or whether anything happened. That one I can understand that. But the question he was asked here is very simple. What made that JJ? What made that guy's head? What made that guy head swollen? What made his head swollen? Or what made it swell? So now he's supposed to address what made that head swell, rather than forging out something.
Because Comfy was asking him that how come every single one of them had cocoa on all of their head, and then he was talking about what happened at the burial ground. Then Confina later asked him that what about Wunmi's head? Is that also what happened to Wunmi? If you are claiming that
let's listen to that. Let's listen to his response.
What was supposed to talk about?
He said we should listen to the video, the answer he gave after.
Finish it.
It's finished already.
How am I supposed to know? How am I supposed to know how I had it, or if I had was swollen or not? How am I supposed to know? You understand? How am I supposed to know that? You understand? All these things here, I wish, let's be sincere here. I wish that we can really carry this fight. Let's say we can really carry this fight out of TikTok alone. And
TikTok, they give the pressure one. Baba, okay, see why I want to talk him.
No.
This is not too clear for me now. Because this guy know very well, say, they announced Mohbad before burial. Mohbad is dead. Mohbad is dead. That guy inside the car. And the guy feels sweat for inside that car. This guy know very well. Why this guy, they avoid the answer? Why not answer and say, okay, the thing happened before, even you go see and when they say, we can't talk about burial ground. It look like they cover something. Then they cover something big.
What look like they are covering?
Yeah, so these guys, they need to call this guy back to Nigeria. Because now, don't go hide for Deutschland. You don't hide for Deutschland, they lie. The other time, he make video.
They can only call him back. They can only call him back in the light of new evidence. If anybody confess there's something different from what we know right now, they know. Then they will call them back for explanation. But otherwise, this one is not good. It's not up. I mean, they will not because of this one call him back. They have to see different. Not telling you that she's the one that came about. They're talking about someone that was
allowed to do whatever they want to do. Because he later insulted Comfy on this live show. He said that Comfy should go to the police station and do something. Why is she sitting on TikTok and ranting?
But the question is asking is that. The question is asking is that